So we're seeing this Butters hairy face again. That can only mean one thing, can't it? Story time. Now today's story is going to be how I got robbed as a kid and I seeked vengeance and we got the guy back. It never happened like that. But let's talk. So today's story is going to be taking part in the ends, the ghetto, the absolute slums. We call it Dagenham. So it all started this one evening. I went to knock for my brethren. Remember that thing we used to do before we had phones? We'd knock on your brethren's house, just a thing. Kind of builds character, innit? Because you knew not to knock for someone at a certain time because they'd be having their dinner. So you had to come back a bit later when they'd finished their dinner. You got to remember this one, right? So I must have been finishing... Can't speak properly. Let's do that again. So I must have been finishing my dinner and I definitely remember what I was having because my mum was one of them mums, yeah, that when it was hot, it was too hot to cook. So she used to do us boiled potatoes with salad. Depressing. And I just finished my scran, just finished me munch. And I thought, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go knock for my homies because I hated being at home. My parents were arseholes. Fuck them. So I knocked on my brethren's door. Happy as Larry, knocked on the door. His older sister answered the door. He wasn't in. Told me where they were. Because you'd always knew they'd either be in one place or another. You just knew that, even though we never had phones. So there I was, about to leave, and I noticed she was smoking a cigarette. Now this was in the time when I was really young and I shouldn't be smoking. But she let us smoke. So I asked her for a cigarette. And I got a cigarette off her, and I'm there, I'm gassed. I think I'm a G. I think I'm the top boy there at 14 years old walking down the street with a cigarette. What a tramp. And I'm walking down this particular road, and all of a sudden, some man comes up from behind me on a pedal bike. First, he was going really slow behind me, so I should have known it. Red flag. Should have known something was going on. And he approached me, and he said, my man, got a cigarette. So I turned around, I was like, bruv, I really haven't. I've just got this off of so-and-so. But you can have this. Now, this must have been the insult. Because when I went to hand him the cigarette, yeah, there was like that much left on the cigarette. It's an actual cigarette. So he gave me the dirtiest look ever, right? All of a sudden, he's like, what do you mean you not got a cigarette? What you got in your pockets? It's like, my things. Leave him alone. So he approached me, jumped forward towards me, started going through my pockets. I was like, bro, what you doing? Knocked him away. I was like, what you doing? He pulled out a knife. Never dealt with this before. Now, obviously, it's going to go without saying I give him what I had. I'm not losing my life over that shit. And I met all with my brethren and I told my brethren about it. Oh my God, it was absolutely terrible, right? Then we started seeing stuff in the paper, which made it guy on a bike, description, was going around robbing people. And this motherfucker was doing it just after Christmas. So, you know what that means? He waited for people to get their presents just to take them. He's like a bad Santa.